When We Are CJC came to me, it was really about a conversation about voice and visibility. People often ask me, why did it get launched during Black History Month? It was very interesting because I've been in advertising and media marketing and brands for, gracious, more than 15 years. And I don't think in any one organization had I ever worked with and around that many Black women from the top to the beginning. That literally from the time you start as a doctoral student, all the way through becoming a high-ranking associate dean, we're all in the same building. There needed to be an opportunity to give this community voice and visibility. Voice in their own words, their own lived experience, as we like to say in advertising, but also to the visibility that we are here and we're a part of the J School. That picture that people still talk about that was taken just behind Wrights, I often tell people that visual and all these women showing up that day was very magical for all of us. There's a lot of stories in that room. There's a lot of hard work in that room. There's a little bit of suffering in that room. There's a little bit of strategy. How do I move from the next part of this career into the next part of this career? All of that lived experience is in that photo. And yet it is full of optimism. It is full of pride. It is full of joy. It is full of sisterhood. It is full of, yes, we are here. And so are you. And so are you. That community has turned into a family for all of us in different ways, and partnerships and research and other opportunities. And so I think that is also a part of what I mean when I say we are CJC. How do we come in here together and utilize all these different diverse talents that we have within our individual communities? How do we pull that together to help all of us rise? All of us work in media, PR, producing, advertising, brands. Those are team environments. And you're literally working from very high-ranked, top-level CEOs all the way down to people that are just getting started. And you form a creative team. And so even organically, it came together that way. One of the biggest things we all do in our departments is to make sure our students have portfolios and things that make sense for the fields they're about to enter so that they're able to go out with skills that they can literally demonstrate and show. And I thought to myself, this is the kind of project that makes sense to a future employer, or if you're trying to get an internship, or you're trying to get your first job out of college. We're running a literal firm. And I thought to myself, okay, why don't we get the students involved? Why can't they be multi-pronged? Why can't they be undergrad, grad, or recent grad that have come out of these departments that we're all teaching in? Why can't they be? I wanted to find a way to create an opportunity for students to make something that could be visible, not just for them, but also for their parents, for the communities they hail from. And why not try to put together a multicultural set of students at that? Because who better and to be a part of that and allies of these diverse communities to come together and make that story? I tell all of my students the first day they're in my class, my job is to make you a cultural communicator. That is my job. That will be my job now. That will be my job 10 years from now when I retire at year 35, having done this for a long time. That is always my goal because that is my assignment here. It is about you actually even understanding your own so you can understand someone else's. Let's talk about you. The part that you're comfortable talking about publicly, obviously, and I get everything. I've gotten everything from patriarchy to religious backgrounds to socioeconomic realities, from affluence to poverty. I've gotten everything in the room. And I tell everyone, there is no shame in being affluent. There's no shame in being in poverty. Let's throw it on the table and figure out how it is informing the choices you make in your life. How is it informing the way you tell a story? How is it informing what type of media you want to use? It is always playing a role. And so I think that this project is an opportunity for me to tangibly do it in real time. Let me show you what I'm saying about cultural communication. And so I know We Are CJC from semester to semester will take on different, visuals, different optics, different ways we engage the community here and abroad. But that is always at the heart of it. And I believe that is the heart of this building. We are cultural communicators. It's just about which culture are we communicating with. To any person of color, that is coming into the media field at this next 20-year plus time frame, you're needed. I think that the beautiful part for me, if I look at it from the perspective of the season of time, the time of life that I'm alive in, the time of life that I'm working in, is that whether it's industry or academia, you need my lived experience. And now you know you do. I always knew. I just have been very blessed to still be young enough to take part in sharing the story of Black men, Black women, the Black diaspora as a whole. I still am able to be here, so I want all POCs to know you are needed. We are CJC.